Hey everyone! This won't be an overly long stream as I've got a lot of stuff going on. Doing some stuff in the office and days kind of just gotten away. And I also kind of felt like I didn't really have enough time to celebrate Sonic's birthday this past week, him being 35. So, I figured, what a good way to do it than to play as many Sonic games I can in such a short amount of time. I don't know if that's going to be something I can process, but we'll see. And I figured I'd start with one that I really like, which is Sonic City. Though I don't know if I've ever beaten this one on stream before. I don't know. I got no clue. It's, again, probably one of the better ones, in my opinion. I know there's like kind of a mixed bag when it comes to Sonic CD. Some people like it, some people don't like it. I really do legitimately think this is a glorified game between games, though when they said that this was between Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, that kind of blew my mind. When they made it officially lore-based. That blew my mind. Also, I apologize if the sound in my studio is a bit weird. The surround sound's being weird. So I've been trying to adjust. What I am finding with this game is interesting, because I'm playing this on my official Sega MegaCD, is I'm playing with the original PAL variant copy, but I noticed when playing it that it's, from what I can tell, it's the Japanese. No, this is the American soundtrack. So they put the American soundtrack, but there's some Japanese sound. Like, they've kind of mixed them in. Because I know this isn't the original track. You prefer the remaster? Yeah, when you could pick between the two. Though I don't. I prefer the It's weird because I thought this was meant to be the Japanese music. But now part of me is making me think this is the US variant. Why I can't tell you that makes me such a fake Sonic fan. Though I know for a fact I preferred one over the other. And it wasn't this one. I preferred the other one. Though the soundtrack they've got in the past version of the level that we just went into sounded awfully like the one that I used to hear as a kid. But yeah, we'll see how far I get on this one. So, I'm not preparing to do like 100%. I'm just gonna do it like a general playthrough. So nothing crazy. How did I end up with an American copy? No, it's not so much an American copy. It's the fact that... So this is an Australian copy, but when they ported Sonic over... when they ported him over, the Sonic of America team didn't like the soundtrack. So they redid all the music. And that's why, for a lot of people, when they hear the game, they don't hear... The music in this game sounds weird. Yeah, it's strange. But I've also had a blur between the two as well. I might have to look it up just to see. But yeah, I've got a power... I think I do have a Japanese version of this game. I swear I must do. I know I've got a PC version of this game. It was a game my dad bought me when I was a kid. But it's definitely, it's not the music I like. There we go. You explain the localizer. Yeah. I was more explaining the fact that I'm not really used to the music that's currently played in here. But the version I had when I was a kid... I'm trying to see if, like, hang on. Is this the Japanese version music or is this the US version variant? Let me see. Sonic CD. OST. Alright, so we've got headshot. So we got US versus the... See, this is the US version. This is the one I'm akin to. So this must be the Japanese soundtrack in a PAL version then. Because this is the music I'm used to. That's the one I'm used to. But when they do past, hang on. Palm tree. That was that one, which is the one we heard in this version. So they must have only replaced part of the music. They didn't replace all of it. I mean, I do think it's a treat though to be able to play a PAL version with the music changes. Now we gotta wait for the mystery man himself to show up and steal the girl. But yeah. So I definitely, it must be like that they made the power, because so this version, the version that I grew up with was the PC version. Which had the US music, and this being the Japanese music. It's quite an interesting treat to play this, because I've never actually played this entire game with the Japanese soundtrack before. It's certainly interesting because, like, I guess, like, it's an acquired taste, right? I can hear, like, the variants of what would be a Sonic game in it. But then there's a part of me that's like, oh yeah, I can kind of, like... I can kind of sympathize with this soundtrack a little bit. But then I can also not. Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember if I've ever beaten this game on stream. I've never done it 100%, I will say that. That might be a stream for another day. Nice. And yeah, running this off my MegaCD that I own, so... you genuinely find the American OST to be... So you prefer this soundtrack? Because I know some of them seem to mix both. See, I find the American soundtrack... It's only because I grew up with it, though, like... So part of my brain just kind of locked in. Like, when I had this on PC, I played the shit out of it as a kid. I also had a version of this game that when I had my computer, it ran like dog shit sometimes. So it'd just be laggy. So I would have to, like, play this Like, sometimes doing those jumps was, like, near impossible. Future. We got it. That's so much louder. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that sound system. I don't know what happened to the sound system this past week. Not a clue. It like just kind of crapped out, and then we tried fixing it, and we've had to change the settings, and it's fucked everything. The Japanese OST is what Sonic music actually is. Are you aware of the reason Sonic of America ordered the change? So I do know. I will say this. I do know the sordid history between Sega of America and Sega of Japan. I do know that. I will say I don't know if I know the legitimate reason, but I would say, like, in my defense, I would say that they thought that it wasn't going to resonate with players. But that's my opinion because I've read a lot of particularly a lot of the drama that Sega of America and Sega of Japan had together. It was very petty. Like, it was very petty stuff. But I could also understand it's like stuff being lost in translation. And I can understand why a lot of people would find the American soundtrack inferior. It's just the one that I grew up with. Because I've had a lot of people say the same thing to me. That they don't read, from what I've just noticed now, they don't redo the whole soundtrack, so. Which isn't a bad thing. And this version's going to be a little bit different because we're not playing this on an Origins pack. We're playing this on original hardware. Although I don't know what that means for anybody. Like, it probably doesn't mean shit. I think we might have done it then through Origins then. We might have actually played this on the Origins stream. I was just kind of diving to see what games I wanted to play. I had a couple lined up, but there was one game that for some weird reason didn't work. So I'm gonna have to look into that later. I've got so much shit to do this week now. Fucking holy bananas, man. I hope everyone's doing well anyway. Thanks for tuning in, Ghostbody. Thanks for tuning in, Twin Tower. It would be bad if the past music could be changed because it's literally baked into the game's code. Oh, there you go. That makes so much sense to me. Especially considering the time, like the time in which this game was made, so I'm not surprised. It's really funny too because, yeah, like, I feel like that definitely would have been something that Sega... Because I remember reading something that Sega was none impressed with the fact that they had to rewrite the music. But again, as somebody who grew up with it, I genuinely, it just resonates with me really well. It's just been one of those things where I'm like, yeah, this is my childhood, you know. But the fact that it was baked in, I wouldn't be surprised, like, with the CD, Sonic CD, and like, again, a lot of people had real big issues with this game. I remember, like, a lot of my friends not liking Sonic CD, which made no sense to me. So after Night Trap, because of course I was nervous. Yeah, like, I was explaining it to my partner last night about, because we watched the new Mortal Kombat film. And I said how Mortal Kombat really did change the space. It redefined what was gaming in a way. It wasn't just like fun, quirky little like bits and pieces. It was... So like Night Trap was definitely like a piece. They were really pushing into that FMV stuff. I don't know. I'm pretty sure America, at least for the most part, did way more FMV stuff than Japan. I don't think America did. I think America did the majority. Which, in a way, don't get me wrong, there's a part of me that just... I still wish I could go back in time and have a moment where, as a kid, I would have been able to get this console on launch and play it on launch and enjoy it. I feel like in some instances I got to miss out on a lot of these consoles in a way because I only ever got to see them. They're not as well done. So you know what's funny about that? I genuinely think that the physics in this game are not that bad. Like, I'm okay with the physics. I think a lot of people get really tied up on like the feel of Sonic. Even like this, like walking up a ramp, like this is probably like the shit that I would say, like this would be like a run killer for most people. For me, I'm just stubborn. I would say like, I don't know. I never thought the physics in this game. I just thought like, and again, I'm one of those kids that like, I would just enjoy the thing that I got. So I'm not one to kind of like instantly like think about the physics. I think it wasn't until like later games that I would think about that. Maybe. But I don't think this one's that bad. I can understand why people think it's different. Isn't it better to do like new games over like the same thing? Am I getting all the time stones? Nah, I'm not. Nah, I'm just gonna do like a standard playthrough. If I was going to, I'd have to map them out. Like, I think I did most of them like once. And again, like, it was a long time ago that I've legitimately played this game. Like, anytime I play, like the last time I played this was on Origins, and then before that was probably on, I think, the Gems collection. And normally when I play this game, I don't really play it for the benefit of wanting to 100% it. Though I will say I understand that that's probably a lot of why people play Sonic games, is because they want that 100% feel. I just play Sonic games just because they're Sonic games. I don't really have like I don't really have like a thing where I need to 100% anything. Or at least like I've never felt that way. I know Sonic Chaos I did it. Like Sonic Chaos, because that game I grew up with, so I like eventually I sat doing that game. And I think I've done this, but I've done it with like a save state thing, like on the Gems collection shit, where I did it that way and I mapped it all. There we go. But you taught something new to me today. I did not know about the bake of the music. I didn't know that the past and future music was baked. I just knew that they swapped it out because they didn't like it. I do think this game, as a whole, you should definitely play this game more than once. I know like some people play a Sonic game 2 or 3 times. You never get to see everything in this game. And what I mean by that is like, you will always like you play the past and future levels, like you get so much out of playing each of them. Or at least I do. Well, and listening to the music now with like a lot more of an open heart, like I can see why this music matches quite well. But it's funny that somebody at Sega America was like, I don't like this. Like and yeah, and see, like being able to like, I know some people like do the time zones. You've got to do the past and you've got to do the future. So I know like you've got to smash those things in the past and then you've got to head to the future. So there's like, there's bits and pieces you have to do. But I find it's quite, like, in my opinion, I find it's quite easy to miss stuff. But that could also be me. Sonic, get up, please. You also forget, like, the water makes you lose time. I will say this mode here, I think works way better optimized on the PC. Like, it just feels better. But I know you can, like... There we go. Maybe I should do a 100% run one day. Like, that would be really cool, actually. Not all Sonic games are difficult to do a 100% run on. Yeah, if you want. Current issues released. They were all... This is dead. Yeah, I remember seeing an article about... It was like a very early, like... It was like the, like... 1996, 1997's. It's like a Sega magazine, and they'd gone into detail about how... They were talking about there were differences. I've still got the magazine, actually. I should get that out. I was gonna do a stream one day where we like go into talking about those, but this is one of the ones that like just annoys the shit out of me. Cause you gotta like chase this fucker down in these like these fucking gaps. Anyway, how you doing, Twin Tails? How's game dev? How's life? I hope everything's going okay. Oh, it's a big boy. I always thought this boss is really clever, because this boss utilizes, like, you only have to hit the fucker once. So if you time it well, you can like get underneath his skin pretty quick. Game dev is going forward, as long as you're looking after yourself too, dude. I know things are tough at the moment. You're pretty close to finishing though, which is good. You find Eggman's too cocky to be taken seriously. He kind of is in these. I prefer like the older Eggman where he was like, he didn't say anything. Eggman not saying anything to me was more evil. Him saying shit now is like it's good, but I don't know, something about classic Eggman that I love. We could go to the future. It was interesting, like when I got this game. I've got the box of this still. I just don't have like the hard box. Damn you, the pizza topping girls, or your balls get squeezed. What? Why would I do that? Why don't you just wait for the demo to come out? Oh, his classic mech designs. Oh, do you mean like because he's like? Do you mean like his ability to think that he's like better than he should be? The reason why it'd be funny. No, you just gotta wait. You just gotta wait. It's happening sooner than you think. We're preparing. Pizza topping's very close. The team's hard at work. I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow, so hopefully I can get a lot of that out of the way, but I do love his classic designs, though. Okay. Hope you're doing well, Crown. I'm glad they brought these back for Mania. Like, I actually like these. Like, I know, like, these can be quite frustrating. The mode 7-ish bonus levels utilized in games such as Mario Kart, or Jazz Jackrabbit was another one that did bonus levels like this. Oh shit. This one. Jorkin all day. Jorkin it all day. Sounds like a premium way to spend your day. Sometimes you just gotta have that jorkin all day moment. And that's okay. They really couldn't elevate anything at all in the terrain. The MegaCD was already struggling. They didn't need to push it in pressure. The ones in Mania kick your ass. I actually really like them. I find them easier than these ones. Because there's more than one ending in this one. It's the time stones and smashing the future past stuff. Which I won't lie, I kind of hope that we go back to the little planet again in the Sonic games. I would really like that. This was such a cool concept. And I know they've hinted about it sometimes. Damn it. You fucker. And in my personal opinion, I believe, genuinely, I love all of these levels. Like, whereas like in some of the other Sonic games, I have levels I genuinely hate. In this game, I don't think there's a level I don't like, design-wise. I think I like them all. The post. Gola. My thoughts on Knuckles Chaotix. I don't know if I have thoughts on it. I think, okay, from what it's one of the only games I don't own of the Sonic series because it is one of the most expensive games. I'm not prepared to pay $600 for a cartridge. I think that's fucking dumb. Like, especially considering, and this is another thing, I know this seems like, as a Sonic guy, I should have it. But, I am, having a Sega 32X, just for the sake of playing one game, I already have the MegaCD hooked up with the Mega Drive with 2 power supplies. The fact that I would have to hook up another, like, peripheral to have 3 power supplies just to run one game, that is, in my opinion, pretty mid. It's fake Lapa. Yeah, I'm very, like... I don't like it. I do genuinely think that it was a clever concept, because I know it was like based on the Sonic Crackers concept. I like the concept. I think the concept's really cool. I wish I'd got to play it more. I only really played the demo. And by demo, I mean the ROM. But I will say that it's okay. From the when I played it, it was okay. I get it. It's like they try to do a new gimmick with Sonic. You know, and Knuckles having his own game at the time. Dr. Wily is better than Eggman. I can't judge on that because I don't know what robot stuff I would compare to. I do like the music in Knuckles Chaotic. I think it's really cool. The menu screen is really cool. I don't know how you select the characters out of a gacha machine. Do I have it on a collection thing? I think I do. Wait, was it ever released on a collection thing? There's a couple of Sonic games, like Sega Sonic, the one where you play as like him and 2 of his like Sonic-y brothers, like Red and Blue or whatever they call it. I know that there's one like that. It was arcade and it used a trackball. That's never been re-released. I don't think Knuckles Chaotic has ever been re-released. I'd have to check. I don't think so on a collection, at least. Not that I can think of. It's a bit I always get stuck on. Yeah, Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, yeah. I almost had a chance to buy the, one of the, Sonic arcade machines. It's like a spaceship. There was a guy in Sydney that was selling it, during COVID. And he had it. The monitor wasn't working, and it was pretty scratched. And he was asking a lot for it, and I would have to ship it, and I ended up saying no to it, because it felt like it was going to be a lot more work. Like, I was like, this is a project, this is a hobby thing that I would just not be able to commit time to. I hope it went to a better place. I hope a Sonic fan found some love with it. But I did have an opportunity. I think it was like $800. But then even then I would have had to have shipped it across state. And I've never shipped anything before. And I could just think about it. Like, I was thinking about the shipping cost. And then getting it here and realizing how many problems there were with it. And then going like... And then like, that game's a 20-minute arcade game, I'm pretty sure. Like, not even that. So it'd be like, I'd play it and finish it and be like, yeah, cool, man. Like, I wouldn't have anything else to do with it. It would be a cool collector's piece, but that would be about it. I think that would be the be-all, end-all of that. So, if I had a chance again to buy it, I probably would. Oh yeah, this thing. Marp. This boss on this level is like in my opinion, is a run killer in the sense that like the jumps on it are hyper specific. So I always find it really hard. But yeah, I don't think there's a Knuckles Chaotic Collection variant. I really do think now Sega needs to, like, Sega's listening, right? Sega's listening to everything that's going on. I think they need to listen to fans and go, you know what? You guys love Sonic. We want to give you every Sonic variant game we possibly can. I think they should give us, re-release all of the ones in the GBA. Like they've done Mega Man recently. On the Switch. Give us physicals. Re-release Sonic games that have never been re-released. Or games that are harder to get a hold of. You know, like if you did all the GBA games, Sonic Advance games, Sonic Pinball, Sonic Battle. The DS games would be harder, obviously, so maybe they'd have to leave that for a later time. But if you did the GBAs, you know... Oh, Feather Brewer, thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Hello, everyone. My name is Shades. If you don't know me, I am an Australian video game developer. I develop games that are not safe for work. I also love playing retro video games, and I'm a big fan of Sonic, and I just love playing video games in general. I try to stream 3 times a week. And today we're playing Sonic games. 2D art's so exhausting. Yeah. Never noticed. It's sassy. Ah, see, this is what I mean. This one's the run killer one. This one gets me every time. Cause you gotta be careful. Pacing. It's the pacing. Oh shit. This is the N one. Got him. Frustrated. I gotta do the rest of the piece. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Were you doing that all on stream today? I love that. Wacky Workbench, I think underrated. I think we need to see a revise. I want to see a revise of Wacky Workbench. Stardust Speedway. Nice. while live in front of a crowd. Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that. Like, it would be... Doing a lot of stuff on stream for the first time is kind of like... It's why a lot of the time I don't anymore, because I get nervous and it's the judgment. When are we having a bad color character? I don't know. I think, like, at this stage with Kart and the way that things are going, I'm doing my best to appease everybody. The longer it takes for me to finish Shady Lou Kart, the harder it's going to be. So I'm doing my best to cram in as much as I can with the time that I have. And it's all I can do. And trying to guilt you. Yeah, yeah. I get ya, yeah. I hope you've been well besides that though, dude. I tuned into one of your streams this week. I don't remember which one it was. I think you were playing Final Fantasy or something. It's funny because like I'll tune in and then like I just use his background noise for when I'm working. Because usually when I'm streaming, not many other people are streaming. All the other people that like I think the only other person I think of is like Tiffany Witcher. Like our times are so differently synced. Event planning for the charity. Nice. Bam. Bam. Just afraid to put more cabs in the game because they'll die in production. Yep. It's called the Shady Lou Kart curse. If it helps. No, I wouldn't say like sleep. I would say like more so like I put like with a lot of people that I like to support, I usually just have them on in the background while I'm working. So like for me, if it's like if I'm just listening to it's when you get streamers that it's just screaming that I can't be like I can't concentrate. If it's where I can like work and there's just sound, then I'm like, okay, like that's fine. Yeah, the collab thing, don't worry, like collabs for Kart have been hard. They're getting harder. It's getting harder. But I've just got to kind of take everything I do and we're trying to do our best. And I'm also trying to finish a lot of other ideas too, so. Shy of 50 artists now. Nice. I hate this boss. Damn it. The super peel out? No. No, I'm just trying to get the jumps right. Never played original Sonic? It depends on which one you start with, in my opinion. There can be Sonic games that will kill your interpretation of how they are. Like, I would say, openly, I think Sonic 1 is not that good. And I say that because I feel like they were still trying to find a lot of their footing with that game. It's just a lot of the levels I didn't really like. I think it's the Mystic Caves or whatever. Not Mystic Caves, the fucking what is it called? The Labyrinth. Those ones kind of got me a little bit. Trying to like lock him for this. I had one ring. What was that? Sonic 3 is close for me, but not as big as Sonic fan in general. I'd say Sonic 2 is probably up there. Like, for me, Sonic 2 is like a very... Sonic 2 I can like jive with. Sonic 1 I just feel like has a lot of levels that I just don't like. Oh! Right on the spike. Fucking... I'd say out of all the levels, this is the level that, like, I suck at. I've always sucked at this level. Trying to get those fucking things up there is, like... Like, why doesn't Sonic just cave his head in right here? Fucker! Fucking vacuum cleaner sound. Yeah, it is a little bit like that, eh? We're gonna get game over. I can see it. I'm predicting it. 100% that's your Roomba. Yeah, it does have Roomba energy, yeah. Oh, fuck! Oh, the where? Yeah, fuck. Why am I thinking of the Japanese name? I'm only thinking of the Japanese name. Oh, Unleashed. I was like, oh, Sonic World Adventure, and I was like, nobody's gonna fucking know that name. Why did it... Sonic Place. Fucker! Fuck. Damn. Damn. That shows you I need way more practice on that. Got ramp? What? So wait, I can just continue, but it continues from like level 3, right? Or is it level 1 of that arc? Yes, it's zone 1. No, it's not bad, I guess. It's just hard. But yeah, this is gonna be only a short stream tonight, everyone. So don't get your hopes up on the fact that this could be a long one. It was gonna be, but I've got things I've got to do. So I just, my partner was like, "You shouldn't like just not stream," and I was like, "Yeah, I know," but at the same time, I was like, "I'm pretty busy." So I'm trying to get into a habit of actually streaming properly, but damn, no 50-hour stream. I'll be honest with you, I would love to just like, I would just love to have like a really long gaming stream. I need to chalk it. Like, I honestly just want to have like a big one for Sonic stuff, but I've just, the stuff that's come up the last couple of days, I was like, okay, I need to like weather a couple of storms first, so. I've also been trying to get my weekends back. I know I had a couple of staff was sick this week, so I'm kind of dealing with a little bit of that, which isn't fun. But we're back to a level of normalcy now, so. So yeah, I don't know if this VOD will be uploaded. I don't know if we'll do an upload of the VOD. Not sure. Also, now that I've cracked out the MegaCD, I kind of want to play more MegaCD games. Just because I got them, like... Grab this for a second. I'll do it. There we go. Yeah, it looks way prettier. I also love the idea of having levels in the past and the future. I think it's really cool. Giving levels with history. That's why I feel like they could have easily touched on this again. You're cooking some shit for Niles. Oh, are you doing like a gift or something? Like a fan art thing? If I ever remember, you a savage. Of course I remember. Fucking hell. You don't need to make fan art though. You don't need to. Oh, it's just like the central. Yeah, this is like the car. I love this like picture of the castle. This is like beefy music. I love it. It's one of Eel's community. Oh, nice. Going up. The third and final demo is sitting in. I assume that's on itch. Sonic, please, can you, like, just... On itch, yeah. Again, I feel at this point, you definitely need to 100% focus on not going backwards. Demo aside, I genuinely think that, you know, what you've done is a good job, but I also think that, yeah, redoing everything is such a, like, at the point where you're at. Wait, I want to go. I want to go. I see. Okay. This fucking surround sound is going to be the death of me. I can see it. It's like, it's dropping in and out. It's doing some weird shit. I'm like, sorry, I'm just like listening to it just to see if the, I will say, like, physics-wise, this version of Sonic CD has a little bit more jank to it than the PC variant. I can feel a lot of the improvements that they did to the engine. And then obviously when, what was his name, Christian Whitehead or whatever, how he improved on the demo. And then ended up making a full version. I can see his, like, variances on the game. But, you know, this is not... Oh, see, it did it again. I heard it again. You guys can't hear it, but there's like a... It's interesting, like, what the sound thing's doing. Yeah, I might not be conveying what I'm saying, Twin Tails, but it's like... You will continue to polish a stone. And you're going to get to a point where you're going to run out of... You're already at that stage of running out of time and options, and... Yeah. So I don't normally talk work on stream. Because I think talking work on stream is like, it's counterproductive for me. Because I come to stream usually to chill, but I don't mind talking about it every now and again. It's just more like, I was thinking about it before. God damn. Alright. We get 3 chances. We get 3 chances. Or... I work out how to get up there. I think I've only been able to get up there once. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to. Like, the last couple of nights have been like really weird. Oh, maybe I need to like jet stream it. He sticks. Did you see it? His body went, nah, yeah. It depends on what, like, how, like, okay, like, I don't want to you don't have to say how old you are, but how old are you? Because that's where the big thing's gonna be, I think, too. 28. You have your years about you. Yeah, okay. 2017, 28. You're lucky. Old enough to be called Unk. Let me just turn on my Sonic the Hedgehog brand vacuum cleaner. Fucking landed on the spikes. Are you kidding me right now? Did it. Mentally 40 with the amount of bullshit I've been going through. Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's Amy! The Bay. So in the revised version, that doesn't happen. In the revised version, you just hit the end. from memory. You don't get that hug scene. In the game, she's 8 years old. Why you gotta say that, bro? I mean, in this game, I'm pretty sure Sonic's 5. Motherfucker sending me back to the start. Okay. Sonic is 15? No, he's... What? What do you mean he's 15? He's not 15 in this game. No, he's not. He just turned 35. Hang on a minute. I feel like nobody knows the age. I feel like nobody... I've read it in a magazine. And then by Sonic 3... By Sonic 3, he's meant to be 5. And then I swear Knuckles is 4 and Tails is 3. In the classic Sonic games, he's 15. What, in every... No, he's not. What are you talking about? Who told you that? Nah, I read it in a magazine. I swear, I read it in a I've got a magazine, and they talk about their actual ages, and they say Tails is like 2. I'm gonna have to... I don't think there's a definitive... I think the definitive age now is the definitive age that he's got, which is he's 35. You read the manual for Sonic 3. He's 15 in... Wait, is this in the American manual or in the Japanese manual? Because we're also going off... We've got to go off of facts here. We're not going off of, like... We can't just go off of, like, Sega of America shit, right? So we've got to go off of, like, the actual... So this is why I never talk Sonic. Because genuinely, like, it's a fight. The 90 guy for Sonic being 5th lists him Sonic 15. Okay, hang on a second. If you are saying he's 15 in this game, and he's 15 in Sonic 3, that makes no sense. Because this game, canonically, comes after Sonic 1. So are you saying that there's no way that that all happened within the space of a year? Those games there's no way that all that happened in the space of... I know Sonic 3 and Sonic... Knuckles, like... Time has to pass. Nah, I'm gonna check this out. This is a good game over spot. I knew it. I've seen that spot before. I was like, yeah, I've died here before. I could feel it in my loins. Oh, you fucker. I knew it the moment I touched it. I'm gonna go this way. Oh, this is that piston you can jump up with. If you do it right. I don't know if they do it in this version. There we go. Was it worth it? Probably not. Oh, what a save. In we go. Oh, this is the shrinking bit. Okay. Shit. This is the legs. I wish these made the ka-chunk noise that, like, when Eggman walks with his robot. It's like ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Have you got any pitches for Ace Attorney games, but it's also a H game? Yeah, I did actually get one, yeah. Yeah, I did actually get one. Yeah. It was very similar in the sense that they had, like, a, it was a... I'm trying to think of, like, how much I want to give away on, like the person's, like, pitch. It was like they had a mechanic that was kind of based in the fact that you would gather, kind of like Ace Attorney, where there was evidence gathering. But the idea was that you were on a date rather than like a murder. So you had things that you could present which could like ultimately... God, I've got to remember. I'm trying to remember the pitch without also giving away the person, because like I saw the pitch. I didn't really like 100% like. I didn't want to personally be on board with it. No, I'm not lying. No, because I understood the assignment, which was like they wanted to make something that had an Ace Attorney feel to it, but they were trying to make it more of their own than anything. And I got it. Like, I understood why, you know, because sometimes you don't want to make, like, a direct copy, right? And so, their idea of... I just remember there was more, like, dating mechanics involved, and... there was a element of... I remember like the item system. I swear the item system felt more unique than what I thought it was, at least. Do you have like actually do you have a pitch? But I want to make actual PowerPoint drawing, but I can't be fucked to make it yet. Always like pitches are like when you get like a really good pitch. Because that's the thing that sells me. The one thing that's like a real like killer for me is like when somebody will send me like they'll be like, I've got this really good idea for a game, and then they tell me in one sentence, and I'm like, okay, so like what's the plan? And they're like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, bro, like I can't help you then, like, but they want me to help them, and so then it's really awkward. Because I don't know, like, what I'm supposed to do with the information now. Sunny Pop dating, but you got the items via investigation. Yeah. Yeah, and I just remember, like, the characters were very, there was a specific theme, but I don't remember. Sometimes it's not even a wall of text. I almost appreciate it when it is a wall of text, because, like at least then, like, with the wall of text thing, I can be like, okay, I can picture it, right? But the things that get me with pitches is like they go shades, like, you need to make this game. This is the game you need to make. You need to stop what you're doing. And I'm like, okay. Brilliant, right? And I'm like, yeah, like, but it's hard because I don't want to, like, obviously upset the person. But at the same time, I'm like, look, if you want to fucking, and then I've had people that I had somebody recently who literally asked me for money. And then I said, well, what's my reassurance? And they're like, well, there isn't. And I said, I could easily just set money on fire. Like, I could. And I think that's what makes me mad, because it's like, if you want to impress somebody, like, that initial pitch is so important. It's super important to get right. Yeah, no joke, I've had people that have said, like, if you PayPal me, yeah, not so much PayPal, but like, I had somebody recently who asked me for $50,000 for 1 year of game development. And when they said 1 year, I was like, so what does that mean? And they're like, well, the game wouldn't be done. That would be the first year. And I was trying to explain to him, like, the justification of, like, just because you do, like, 1 year of game development, like, that doesn't mean anything. Like, I mean, like, where am I going to get that 50K back? And they're like, well, you would eventually see it back. Like, what does it mean, man? Like, it's hard. It's a hard nut to crack, because I get it too. Like, I get the desperation of, like, being like, I want to do this idea. I have a really cool idea. I want to do something that's like, yeah. And then like, so like, I have this thing where I usually go through a set number of questions whenever I, like, invest in somebody. And so usually I'll say, like, oh, like, what's your, like, do you do this full time, or is this, like, part time? And this person was like, oh, no, I have no job. I'm unemployed. And I'm like, oh, that's fucking brilliant. Like, what? Never going to see that money. Yeah, it kind of feels like that. But I said to them, I said, no offense, but I could take that money and I could set it on fire and I would get the same result. And they were like, well, you just don't understand. I'm like, I do, though. Like, I genuinely do understand what it would take to get that. Like, I get it. Now, if you came to me with a more reasonable offer and you were like, okay, like, I'm working a part-time job doing this, right? And I've got a game idea and I need, like, this amount of money to start it up, and I'm willing to share this amount of money of sales with you based on the fact that it would take me 6 months to do it, then I'd be like, yeah, cool, man. At least I get to see the money within 6 months. But the fact that he asked me for $50,000 and was like, yeah, that'd just be for the first year. And I was like, what do you mean, man? Like, I was like, I got a mortgage to pay, bro. Like, sometimes people be cracked. You don't see the vision, bro. Yeah, and you know what? I've actually had people that have been a little bit, like, pissy with me. Where I had one guy, and he was like, well, I think what it is you just don't understand, like, I feel like it's kind of going to be your loss. And I was like, I don't know if that's what you like. It's not what I think. But, you know, whatever, man. Like, if that's what you want to think, cool. But some people get weird about it. One last level. Big scissor lift motherfucker. Here he comes. Oh, do you mean like in like the boss levels? Yeah, sometimes people do, yeah. We got 0 rings. It's the one where he does the diagonal shot, I'm pretty sure. And then he does a bounce. He's going to do the bounce thing in a minute. Uses the pogo stick. There you go. Bam. Oh, it's so weird hearing it without the music. There it goes. Infinitely hotter. I think she's built like that, bro. And the only difference between this ending and the later one is it shows... I think it shows the field, because like what's going to happen at the end of this, like if you don't get like the good ending, it remakes the world built. Like it respawns the world. She's indeed built like that, that's why you hear her and... Yeah, okay. Nice. And I will say, this is officially the first time I've ever beaten it on the legitimate console version. I've beaten it many times. I've beaten it many times on PC, the Mega Collection packs. I've beaten it on that. This is the first time I've ever beaten it on the legitimate hardware it was made for. I can see why people would say this. That to me, I still like the Sonic Boom music. Where's the Crossworld stream? I was gonna do it. A couple of the other people that I was gonna stream with, they weren't. I don't think they were around today. I've already done the event as well. I was gonna wait until... Is it the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is the next one? And probably do a stream for that. I've done the classic event, the birthday event this weekend. I got it out the way. It only really takes you an hour, give or take. Look at that. Try again and free little planet forever. And so yeah, the perfect ending, you get like a It's like a field of flowers. And then I think like the time trial, I think like you're pretty much given. Let's have a look. It's the same menu as the original, wasn't it? Yeah. Except this one's got like 7 zones in it. Which normally I think Sonic games hit around about 6. I do have time for like one more short one. Because again, I wasn't going to stream too late tonight. So I will put on another one, so just hang tight. Give me 1 second.